What's good, Planet Destiny? It's BBK Dragoon here, today back with another weapon review looking at the Eyasluna. This weapon has received quite a bit of attention in year 2, being called Baby Hawk Moon for a reason, with Eos translating to Young Hawk and Luna meaning moon. If we look at the flavor text, one day young hawk, thou shalt sail beneath the silvered moon. It can be an excellent option in PvP with the right perk roll, but it doesn't offer much potential in PvE performance, with very few utility perks possible to roll on this hand cannon. Eyasluna compared to the Hawk Moon has a slightly better range and stability stat, but in terms of reload speeds, the aim assist stat, equip speeds, and the recoil direction are all identical. For this impact class of hand cannons, the Eyasluna has the third highest range stat of all of them, only being bested very slightly by the Fulcrum and the Jewel of Osiris. That awesome range stat can be improved further if the right perks roll onto your hand cannon, but make no mistake, the Eyasluna cannot overcome the year 2 constraints in place across all hand cannons, meaning your first shot accuracy will be nice, but at mid and long range engagements, you have to time your shots. Spamming the trigger will only lead to many missed bullets. So then, let's talk stats for this weapon in PvP. With the IS, we're really looking to maximize our range as much as possible. Stability perks can be useful depending on your playstyle, but if you're comfortable with timing your shots, it's all about prioritizing that range. With that said, in the first slot, we're looking for Rangefinder, Outlaw, or Hot Swap, with Rangefinder being the most ideal. In the second column, you're looking for Reinforced Barrel, Rifled Barrel, Small Bore, Hammer Forged, or Hand Loaded. And in the final column, you're absolutely going for Luck in the Chamber. Hidden Hand and Third Eye are not bad secondary options, but the real power for PvP is in that Luck in the Chamber perk. Speaking of damage, you'll be doing 57 body damage, 86 precision damage, and 112 Luck in the Chamber damage if you get it to proc with that precision shot. So yes, it is possible to do this. Oh, 2-shot! Wow, 2-shot again!
This thing is ridiculous.
You may have heard the term phantom bullets thrown around in year 2 a lot with hand cannons. Essentially, it just means if you're not timing your shots, your follow-up bullets won't always connect with the opponents because there's a bloom element in play. Wisenuski had this to say: phantom bullets on hand cannons is a complicated issue that has a few symptoms. Number 1, the range stat plus the range to target. You always want to be in the effective range. And number 2, the speed the hand cannon is fired. Final accuracy, which is affected by range, blooms out when firing and needs time to settle. Pace your shots. This is extremely true with the Eyasluna. You have to pace your shots. Anything outside of the mid-range, unless you're letting the weapon fully reset, you're not going to see follow-up shots connect 100% of the time. You'll also notice that the damage fall-off is fairly noticeable once you're past the mid-range. But up close and personal, this thing is truly a beast. Make no mistake, the Eyasluna is an all-around strong weapon in PvP with generally good stats and not many drawbacks to the gun outside of the ones inherent to the hand cannon class. I'd really recommend using this weapon in 3s and Rumble. Those playlists, this gun feels right at home. You can definitely use it in 6s, but my reasoning is this. In 3v3 and Rumble playlists, you're getting a lot of close to mid-range encounters, which is optimal for this weapon type. In 6s, it can be a little bit more chaotic, and there's plenty of people using the low-impact, high-rate-of-fire pulse rifles like Hawksaw and Suros PDX-45 right now that will outrange you. Granted, I've had a ton of fun using this weapon in 6s and found it to be fairly effective, but you are punished for missing precision shots. If you're not landing precision shots consistently, you're going to get killed by other weapon classes. When we look at the weapon's potential roles for PvE, Outlaw, Life Support, Explosive Rounds, Army of One, and Grenadier are the standouts. Unfortunately, you cannot roll Firefly onto this weapon like you could with the Imago Loop, which definitely is a setback for PvE hand cannons. You do have the range stat that allows you to pack a punch, but you'll find having to get up close and personal more often is the name of the game. Be cautious when reloading if you don't have Outlaw, as getting caught in the middle of the animation can be quite common in PvP and PvE if you're not careful. Overall, this is a fantastic hand cannon. If you're lucky enough to have one drop for you in the Crucible, don't dismantle it before looking at the perks. And even if you don't get Luck in the Chamber, this is still a really powerful legendary hand cannon that frees up an exotic weapon spot for something like a Truth or an exotic special weapon that you may want to use. Remember to pace your shots. Spamming the trigger will only lead to inaccuracy. And in PvE, while you might not be topping the DPS charts, as long as you're willing to get up close and personal with the enemy, you'll be putting out some damage. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been BBK Dragoon, and we'll see you in the next review.